Hello everybody, my name is Jelly, and today we're gonna do the food episode! Yes, that's right, I'm going to show you some of the most helpful, interesting, and strange recipes that I know. And at the end of the episode, I guess I'm gonna list off all the recipes that I think might be correct, because a lot of sources on the recipes for this game differ, and I tested a bunch of them, but I didn't test all of them, so your mileage may vary. So if I get something wrong, I'm sorry. Maybe in the comments correct that, and then I will make an annotation in the video saying that no, I was wrong. So feel free to correct, but if you see someone who has already made a correction in this video, don't repeat them! Just know that I will eventually get to making that annotation. Anyway, we're gonna start. Okay, oh my goodness, Mario, my name is Tasty, I love to cook. We already know that. Okay, let's cook something. Alright, first off, I'm going to show you the most helpful item in the game. This is an item I'm going to be making a lot of. Basically, it combines an Ultra Shroom and a Jam and Jelly to make... We're gonna see a lot of her cooking, man. The Jelly Ultra. It restores 50 HP and 50 FP. This is the best item in the game, pretty much. But if you're like me and you have an uneven number of, Jam and Jellies and Ultra Shrooms, and you can't make, a bunch of Jelly Ultras like I can, like, I've got one extra Jam and Jelly, so I'm gonna show you what you can do in order to make an item that's, a little bit better than, just keeping a Jam and Jelly by its own. If you combine a cake mix with a Jam and Jelly, you will get... Just wait a second, I'm checking if I'm recording. You will get the Jelly Pop. It restores 64 FP. Now, in the game, actually, you can't get 64 FP unless you put on the flower something or other badge. There's a badge that lets you get to 65 FP, I believe. Let's see. I have that badge, so I'll just show it. This badge right here. It increases your maximum FP by 5. So if you're at the maximum 60, you can get to 64. So basically, it restores all but 1 FP, which is pretty good. I'm probably gonna make that. I might make something else though. Okay. Another thing you can do is if you have an extra Ultra Shroom, you can combine it with a maple syrup to make a Maple Ultra, I believe it's called. Let's see. There's also, you can use a honey syrup, but it doesn't restore as much FP as a Maple Ultra does. See, it restores 10 FP, so it's a little bit better than just having a Ultra Shroom on its own. Alright, and then let's see if there's might be some variations on some of these. Just wait. The Super Jelly, I should probably show that. The Super Jelly can be made many different ways, but I like using a Volt Shroom because they cost less. You can also make them using a Life Shroom and a Super Shroom, according to the information I got off of a walkthrough. So let's try that. Just such a happy song. Sorry, I'm checking my list. This episode might be a little bit off because I've never done anything this big. Yep, the Jelly Super. It restores 10 FP, HP and 10 FP. Alright. Just to tell you, I'm gonna reset so that you don't have to go through this again. And I have one extra Jam and Jelly and one extra Ultra Shroom. So I guess I could show you guys the Honey Ultra and the I forget the name. I'll just tell you guys when I get there. Alright, now, if you combine a mushroom with the Jam and Jelly, it's basically a downgraded version of the Super Jelly, or whatever it was. The one where we combined a Volt Shroom with a Jam and Jelly. Jelly Shroom. It restores 5 FP and 50... Wait, no, 5 HP and 50 FP. So if you can't find a Volt Shroom or a life shroom, or a super shroom, you can make this, which is basically a slightly downgraded version. And the slightly downgraded version of the Maple Ultra is the Honey Ultra, which I will show right now. Alright, and an Ultra Shroom. Basically, those are the only recipes you're going to want to use on those items, because there are other items where you can find a replacement for the Ultra, well, one of them you can't, but basically either A, they're not as useful, or B, you can find an alternative route and you don't have to use the most powerful items in the game in order to make them. I'll list them at the end. And, well, let me just list off, one of them. Like, if you make the shroom mistake, which has a really funny sprite, and I will probably show in a couple minutes, you have to use an Ultra Shroom or a Life Shroom. So there are alternate directions. And actually, I'm going to show you really soon how to get really cheap Ultra Life Shrooms. It is really easy to make them. Alright, I'm back and I have more items. I'm pretty sure I explained that pretty poorly about how I have to stop the recording in order to reset and make things right again. Anyway, we're going to be doing a new recipe. This is the Yummy Meal, which is basically a pretty cool thing you can do with the Whack-a Bump, but it's actually kinda useless. You can do this using other things, it's just the Whack-a-Bump is the quickest way. The other ways you can make it is if you take a potato salad and add spaghetti and a hot shroom, an iced potato and a strange leaf, an ultra shroom, an iced potato and egg, or fire flour or dried pasta. I'm probably just gonna list all the combinations at the end of this video. The dried pasta, dried fruit, or a dried fruit and an iced potato. Yeah, I'm just gonna list at the end all the different ways you can make this, but basically, it's if you want to take away 5 points off of the Whack-a's Bump. Anyway, I just wanted to show this, because if you have any of those extra items, you might want to do this. It's just a small little thing. I think it kind of looks funny, because I don't really know what that is, and there's tons of items like that, where it's like they have a sprite that looks just like that. Alright, another thing you can make is, just hold on a second, the Sweet Shroom. This is another combination you can do with, the Ultra Shroom. If you don't want it to have if you want it to be an even balance, kind of like a Whack-a-Bump, only a little bit more powerful. So you're gonna want to do an Ultra Shroom and a cake mix. Basically this item should restore 50 FP, wait no, 30 HP and 20 FP. I'm sorry, numbers confuse me in my head. Like I said, this episode's a little bit sloppy just because I've never done anything like this before. Alright, see, Sweet Shroom. It's a yummy cake baked by Tasty, restores 30 HP and 20 FP. Alright, and now the next thing we're gonna make is, let me see. I've got this entire list of things I have to do. Okay, the Strange Cake. This is a status effect cake, and it's kind of interesting. Alright, and then cake mix. Oh yeah, the Sweet Shroom thing, it can also be made with the Life Shroom if you don't have an Ultra Shroom. Just telling you. Alright, all done! Smells delicious, here you go. Strange Cake! This electrifies Mario, turns him transparent, or makes him fall asleep. So it's a 2 in 3 chance that you will get something good that will help you in battle, and a 33% chance that you're gonna be asleep. I actually used this once and I got transparent, which was kind of cool. But I'm actually gonna save that for something else. Okay, which would you like to use? Alright, next I'm going to show you a really easy way to get a Life Shroom. Like, it's ridiculous how easy this is. And just let me scroll up because there are other recipes. Okay, now I went to FAQgames.com and got most of my list from there. And one of the things on there just says that you can get one using a groom nut and a mushroom. This is not true. I forget what you'll actually get. I think it's a Volt Shroom you'll get if you do that. What you're gonna want to combine is a Koopa Leaf and a Volt Shroom. Yes. Okay. If you do this, you will get a life shroom most likely. I don't know if it's like in the second one there are some recipes where it's a 50% chance that you will get something, you will get a mistake instead of what you're aiming for, but no, apparently every single time you will get a life shroom. And I'm gonna probably sell that life shroom just to show how much money you could make off this, because I'm probably gonna be doing that for a while. The next thing is, hold up, I gotta look at my list. Looking at my list. Alright, Deluxe Feast. This restores 40 HP and 40 FP, which is pretty good. And what you want to do is get a Wackus Bump and a Strange Leaf. This can also be done using a potato salad and a shroom steak, but really, that's kind of not a good idea. Because a shroom steak involves an ultra shroom, which basically means you're downgrading an item. Deluxe Feast! Alright, what all have we made? I need to check something. Alright, good. Now I'm going to show you a couple things, because for the next recipe, I am going to need some help from a certain Yoshi. And like I said in the last episode, I've got a story. A story must be told about this Yoshi. Anyway, first I'm gonna sell my life stream. See, look, it's 20 coins. So basically, you can make a pretty good, like, you can make a lot of money off of doing this, just buying a 10 coin Volt Shroom and then selling it and then cooking it with a Koopa Leaf, which you can just find. So basically you make 10 coins every time you make a life shroom, and you could probably do another recipe with the life shroom in order to make it even more valuable, because as you saw, a lot of, like, let's just show all of that. So a lot of these are worth a ton of coins, and if you sell a Jelly Ultra, I believe it's 150 coins, and I believe there's one recipe that's like 200 coins. So yeah, if you want to make money instead of having these items, they're pretty okay ways of making money. Alright, now I'm gonna meet you in the Yoshi Village. Okay, this Yoshi. I have a story to tell about this Yoshi. Okay. This Yoshi is the only way you can get melons. As you can see, if you talk to him while you're holding certain things that are made by Taste Tea, you can, give them to him and he'll eat them. Now, as you can see, not everything we baked he'll eat. Only certain things he'll eat, and he'll give you a melon for it. So yeah, we'll give him the yummy meal. I tried to give him a deluxe meal and he refused to eat it, so I'm gonna put a list on the screen of a couple of items that I saw that he'll take and eat. Like, for instance, see, he wouldn't even touch the deluxe feast or the strange cake. He'll only eat certain items. Now, one place I found said he'll only eat things that use cake mix, but no. As you saw, he ate that yummy meal, which did not involve cake mix at all. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna for a second here put on the screen what all the Yoshi will eat. But I have a story to tell about this Yoshi. I got really mad at him last night when I was preparing for this episode. And I was in my chat, or Eternal again, and I said that the Melon Yoshi is a dick munch. And when I did that, my N64 shut down and the TV showed a bunch of code. A bunch of random code I have never seen before. My Nintendo 64 had never done that before. And I shut it off, and then it refused to turn on. And I said in the chat, well, now he's exacting his revenge on me by destroying my N64. And then I typed in all caps, I'm sorry, Melon Yoshi, I was just joking! Right after I said that, the next time I tried to turn the N64 on, it was fine. This Yoshi is messing with me. He is an evil Yoshi. Or just a very vengeful one. Anyway, I'm gonna show you what the melons are good for. Alright, I'm back, and now I'm gonna show you what you can do with the melons. The melons on their own will restore 50 HP, which is okay on itself, but you can do a couple things that are kind of fun. And basically, these are the only two recipes that involve the melon. Since it's a pretty hard item to get, I thought I'd show you what you can do with it. Alright, melon and cake mix. The Yoshi cookie! It restores 50 HP and 50 FP, which is pretty good. Alright, the next thing you're going to want to do with the melon is just cook it on its own. This will make a, I believe it's called a super shake? Let me see. Special shake, I was wrong. Alright, nope, just the melon. Now, you can also make special shakes using a jam and jelly, but really, it's probably easier just to, like, cook a fried egg, bring it to the Yoshi, get a melon, and then, use it to make this. It's a smoothie made by Tasty. It restores 20 FP. So yeah, there's also a ton of other combinations you can do with the melon in order to make this, but really, just cook the melon. Alright. And then, with this super shake, you're not going to want to keep it like this. What you're going to want to do is get a stinky herb that are easy to find in flower fields, and combine it with this, because then, you will get an even better item. You will get the deluxe shake. Deluxe shake, I think it's called. Wait, no, it's called the healthy shake. You can also do this using a strange leaf or a dried shroom, but I had a stinky herb on me, so I used a stinky herb. Healthy juice! It restores 48 FP, which is kind of cool. So yeah, that's basically all the things you can do with the Yoshi. I should probably show a couple other things. There are only a couple other things I'm going to show you. One of them is just something I find interesting, and... where is it? Where is it? I believe it's upward on my list. Alright. There we go. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. You know, the more I think about it, the more I think it'd be better if I just put in the description all the recipes I used. So, yeah, I guess instead of at the end of this episode, just look in the description. It's probably there. Mostly because I realized that the video would go on forever if I tried to do that. Anyway. Alright, the next thing I'm going to show are just some interesting things. One, you can cook mysteries, and you will get a random thing from doing this, I believe. I did not test this beforehand, so I'm just going to see what happens when you cook a mystery. There are many, many different items you can get. Let's see if it works. Oh, I guess it didn't work. Never mind. The guide lied to me. Maybe it does work, maybe it doesn't, who knows. Anyway, the next thing we're gonna want to make is a fire pop or something or other. I don't know what it's actually called. Fire pop, yes, okay. This is an interesting item because it shows a sprite that I don't think you can get from eating anything else. I don't think. I think maybe if you eat the mystery you can. But anyway, it restores 20 FP but uses 1 HP. Let's see that. Just watch this. Let's go outside. Or, wait, no, it's better inside. Because we're closer up. It's just I didn't want sushi in the way. Alright, let's eat the flame pop. Mario sticks his tongue out and it's huge! I wonder if the same thing happens if you eat the mystery. Nope. I think maybe if you eat the dried shroom he does the same thing, but I always thought that was funny that he sticks out his tongue when he eats the flame pop. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the food episode. I guess I'm just gonna show one more, which is the, what happens when you cook a groom nut. No, just use the groom nut. I'm pretty sure if you don't need cake mix to do this. I think this is one of the only cakes you can make that doesn't involve cake mix. Yep, the nutty cake. That looks kind of good. That looks really good. Makes me hungry. This whole entire episode has made me hungry, man. I'm gonna have to eat. So yeah, that is the cooking episode! Yeah! Oh wait, no, I don't want anything else. So yeah, link into the description, well not link, in the description probably more recipes if you want to make some on your own. I will probably edit it and show all the ones that I found were successful. Remember, do not try to put a groom nut with a mushroom in order to get a life shroom, it won't work. Anyway, I'm probably gonna just fix myself some Jelly Ultras, and then I'll be on my merry way. So if you liked this episode, please subscribe. If you already have, thank you. I hope all of you enjoyed the food episode. I know I had some fun making this. And we'll be back next time to do more side quest thingies. After I grind some money. Because I need money! Anyway, and I hope all of you have a lovely day.